Now, how we normally run this show, we each bring a topic to the table. And there was something very important you wanted to talk about this week. And what is that?
Yeah, so there's been some rumors going around about probably, I would say, one of my most anticipated games, maybe the most anticipated game that I have on my list right now, which is Red Dead Redemption 2. So I've expressed my love for the first game on the show, several times, and other places that I've been. I absolutely love Red Dead. I think it's almost just a perfect game, and probably my favorite game on the 360. So I've been super excited about this. But there have been a couple of rumors that have come out. Actually, I say that one is kind of confirmed, but we'll talk about both of them. So
Sure.
The first one has to do with we're going to kind of go backwards.
Nothing is ever easy with you, man.
That's right. In the way of importance. So the first one comes back in April. So back in April, Windows Insider confirmed a list of games, and they confirmed this. They were a list of games that would take advantage of 4K on the Xbox Scorpio. Again, in April, still known as the Scorpio. On that list of games, they included Red Dead Redemption 2. So we know that 4K support's coming. Now, I do want to talk about this. I want to give you the other piece of news first, and then we'll kind of circle back around. But just something to be thinking about, PlayStation 4 Pro cannot render 4K games.
Well,
it upscales.
I was going to say, it renders 4K is kind of like what the IGN people call it, because it's like a checkerboard version of 4K. It's not true 4K.
It's not true 4K.
Right. Yeah. It's 4K, but it's not true 4K.
So just the top of the line here. If the game is rendering 4K, it is going to look better on the Xbox One X because it renders true 4K.
Sure.
Okay. Now we don't have to argue semantics. That is just facts.
Well, this is an Xbox show, so if you want to praise Xbox.
Show, but if you're a PlayStation fan, Josh Brandt, understand that while it will still be a 4K resolution, it is not going to look apples to apples because the Xbox One X will always look better. Okay. That is fact. All right, that's the first thing. Second rumor. Now this is actually a rumor, and please take this with a grain of salt. All right, but this comes from a whole spoonful. But this comes from comicbook.com, and comicbook.com has an insider in Rockstar that they have gotten other information from that has been confirmed, things like when the first screens were going to drop and when the fact that the game was going to get delayed, and those things came from the source, and then they confirmed to be true. So comicbook.com trusts this source. We have no idea, and there's nobody else to corroborate the story, so we are taking it on that face value alone. But I'm going to read the quote to you. First I'm going to read the quote to you from Rockstar, and this is when Rockstar announced the delay. This is what they said: "This outlaw epic set across the vast and unforgiving American heartland will be the first Rockstar game created from the ground up for the latest generation of console hardware, and some extra time is necessary to ensure that we can deliver the best experience possible to our fans. We are very sorry for any disappointment this delay causes, but we are firm believers in delivering a game only when it is ready. We will be really excited to bring you more details about the game this summer." So that is the quote when they released the delay, which is when they pushed it back into 2018. Okay. Now the rumor that comes from comicbook.com says that they believe that it was actually pushed back due to the fact that Rockstar wants to have cross-play between Xbox and a PlayStation.
Okay.
And
PC, I'm assuming.
And PC, yeah. But that Sony, as we know now, Sony is having some trouble with crossplay, is not really going along with it, which then causes them to delay the game. Because either A, they're going to have to change that, or B, they're still fighting to figure it out. Sure. We don't know the details again. We don't know any details about this, but it brings up an interesting point that it looks like the possibility is Sony could be forcing this game to kind of change a little bit. So what I wanted to talk about, we can talk about both of these rumors however you want to take it.
Sure.
But what this actually kind of sounds like is there is quite possibly the case that Red Dead Redemption may be best played on an Xbox One. If crossplay is there between Xbox and PC, and if true 4K, the way you're really supposed to see it, is on Xbox One X only, like that may take whatever momentum that PlayStation has, like that changes the game, or at least the narrative about what Red Dead Redemption could turn out. So that's been a lot. So why don't you go ahead?
Sure. I was just going to ask a quick question. I'm kind of looking it up here. Was Red Dead Redemption 2 ever confirmed for PC? I can't remember, because the first one, I think it came to PC. I mean, I can't, because the problem is I don't play a lot of, I mean, I've got an okay PC, but I don't play a lot of PC games. Let's see here. It looks like Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't coming to PC because I didn't register it, at least as of right now. So it might come to PC. But one thing I want to say with the crossplay, if Rockstar is going to do crossplay between PlayStation and Xbox, that is huge. This is the first news we've heard of a AAA game from a big studio making crossplay, which would be absolutely insane, and that would be so amazing. Because like we mentioned in our last show, honestly, we love Xbox, right? But we really want everyone to just kind of game together, right?
Sure.
People on PlayStation can't, people on the Xbox can't, playing together. That'd be awesome, right? I mean, it could even bring up the rivalry a little bit more. Team Xbox versus Team PlayStation Online.
That'd be amazing.
It'd be great. But I don't know what's stopping them, because with Minecraft and Rocket League, we know the reason Sony doesn't want to do it. I mean, they say it's for the children, right? But the main issue is that they're using Xbox Live to power the crossplay.
Yeah.
So PC, Switch, and Xbox are all using Xbox Live to talk to each other. And Sony doesn't want to hop on that bandwagon. They're like, look, we have our own online infrastructure. Now, here's the thing I'm wondering. As I mentioned, I own all three consoles. I've got a Switch, I got a PS4, and I got an Xbox One, right? But one thing I've known about PlayStation, ever since PlayStation 3 generation, right? Because I always try to own all the consoles. When you compare online services, Xbox by far has the better, more stable, more feature-filled service than PlayStation. On PlayStation, you can't even change your name, right? And the little bit I'm playing my PlayStation, like right now I'm playing through Ratchet and Clank, I can't tell you how many times like the service will be down, right? And so I'm wondering if it's less about Sony agreeing to crossplay, or if it's more that their online infrastructure can't handle it. Because even little things, like, because I was reading I think it was a tweet or something online where Sony came out and said, you can now sync your trophies faster. And I totally forgot. On Xbox, as you earn achievements, your stuff automatically syncs. It's just what it does. Your cloud saves, your achievements, they sync, you're good. PlayStation, you have to physically go into the trophy section of your PlayStation, and it'll say syncing trophies. A little percentage goes up, and you can see it syncing with your cloud save.
Really?
Yes, it doesn't do it automatically.
Man.
So I'm like, and another thing, I could go on and on forever, but the whole point is, I wonder if it is the online infrastructure of Sony itself that's causing the problem.
Yeah.
Because maybe Rockstar wants this crossplay so badly, they're working with Sony to try to get it to work. Because I bet you right now, the easy solution would be to allow Sony users to log into Xbox Live, just like Switch is doing. It would probably work flawlessly. But knowing Sony, they want to stick to the guns, stick to their own infrastructure, which I understand, it's fine, but they're not talking, right? Yeah. Sony, PlayStation Network, and Xbox Live are not talking. At least that's what I'm taking from it.
Yeah, I mean, that could be absolutely the case. I think at this point, I look at Rockstar specifically, but I look at Red Dead as the crown jewel.
Sure.
And I don't think there's a world, no matter how far ahead Sony is, I don't think there's a world where Sony just says, we're not going to do it. You can just take a hike, right? So like I think if Rockstar is set on going cross-platform, like Sony is going to make that work. They are not going to let Red Dead Redemption walk out the door. Especially with the install base that they have. I mean, that could literally turn the tide in the console market share if that went exclusive to Xbox. I'm just saying
it won't. But I don't know if
it won't. Yeah, if Rockstar came out to, dude, look at the NDAs or not the NDAs, what's the NPDs? Look at the NPDs. Every single month after month, GTA is in the top 5 games best selling. I think it was 4 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old. If Xbox was able to secure an exclusive launch of Red Dead on their platform only, that would sell machines. Now, I'm not saying that they will. Well, they absolutely won't.
Honestly, I think Xbox would be afraid to do that. Because remember how Tomb Raider blew up in their face? I don't think they're going to do that again.
No, and I don't think they will either. What I'm saying is I don't think Sony would let them. That's what I'm saying. I don't think Sony would let it go to that way because I think that they absolutely know how important that game is. So if cross-platform is what they're trying to accomplish, like I think that you may be onto something. They may be trying to overhaul the infrastructure on the PSN infrastructure just to make sure that the game works. But dude, can you imagine what that announcement's going to be when it's like, hey, this game's coming out and you can play online with Xbox players, with PC players, with PlayStation players, and that's the first AAA like title to do that? That would be huge. And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Jumping into Red Dead Online and rolling up with your Xbox posse. Yeah. I mean, dude, all day I will kill me some PlayStation fools left and right, and I hope that happens.
Honestly, I thought the first big game to do it would be Madden. Just because I think it'd be a big sports game like FIFA or Madden or something like that. But if it's Red Dead, I'm all for it. Yeah. But anything else on this topic before we wrap this up, Chris?
No, I think we're good. I just think it's funny that like crossplay has come up the last 2 weeks of our show,
right?
And I think that I think this is a bigger conversation that people are thinking that it is right now. And I think that in a year's time, 2 years tops, like crossplay is going to be a huge part of the video game industry. So
cool. Well, what do you guys think? Is crossplay super important? And what do you guys think about this delay on Red Dead? Do you really think it's coming down to crossplay? And if so, what's stopping them? Let us know if you're watching on YouTube in the comments down below. You can also hit us up on our Facebook community for the Xbox Dive. So make sure to hit us up there or on Twitter @the Xbox Dive.